So we got that going on. It's better. I'll pop the cork on my Virgil's root beer. Virgil's, it's for virgins.
Is it for virgins?
Yes. You know, everybody knows I'm still a virgin.
Alright.
That's my caffeine.
Are we on?
Not yet. Hold on a second. Let me just turn the microphone off so we're getting feedback. Cat. What else am I going to talk about this week?
We got lots.
I just want to think of something that
we were supposed to go over the old horoscope. Talk about today.
Yeah. I need to think of something that I want to talk about with the cat.
There'll be cat butt in the video.
Hopefully it won't be cat knocking over the beer bottle and stuff. I had something I was going to talk about. Oh yes, actually I have my theory of why we came up with one God. This will be the Atheist's Inquisition. We're changing it up this week. Alright, I'm ready. I'm going to turn things on. I'm going to start recording. So we're recording right now, Miss Blake, so you know that.
Hello. How are you?
So
How is everybody?
Answer the question, people. Leave a comment below or somewhere. Leave a comment anywhere.
Let us know how everybody's doing this week.
This is episode. Having problems count number 5. This is episode 7. We're up episode 7 now, so we're almost 2 months into this craziness. Yes, 2 months into it. I want to give a shout out to everybody who has been sending stuff in for the magazine. We've had a lot of people.
Oh my goodness!
Contributed and they're all getting the whole idea of the theme of the magazine, Atheist and Witch, which is be odd, be alternative, be pagan, be gothic, be something more fun than just like
Joe Schmo.
I mean, everybody's got the pinup magazines. Give more power to them. We're doing something different.
Yeah, just be artistic and creative. Have fun with yourself, and let's just roll with it.
So thank you for everybody who's sending stuff in. And here we are with this week's show. Where shall we start at? Do we want to? What were we going to recap last week? Were we going to recap something?
Oh, holy Hannah! I think we're going to recap Brittles and mine's horoscope.
Okay.
Right. So, do you remember what yours was?
I don't remember exactly what it was. I wish I had kept it.
I can get it if you just give me one moment.
One momentito.
One momentito.
It had something to do with sexy something with me last week.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Which oddly came true.
Yes, it did.
I mean, it always comes true with the wild witch that I'm living with.
Oh my goodness! All right, hold on. Let me get to where I need to go. So that would have been
That was up to the 18th, I think. To the 18th. That was the Hood Witch.
Yes. All right. Yes, these horoscopes are coming from thehoodwitch.com. Now, last week, Brett's horoscope said, dun, 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 are you doing what you want or what you think is expected of you?
I always do what I think is expected of me.
The time has come for you to assert your desires into the world and invest your energy in what makes you smile. Only then will you be happy. This will ring especially true during the new moon, when your personal goals will be heightened and limits tested. Move towards personal happiness.
And I'm moving towards personal happiness with Christine, who has encouraged me to post sexy pictures of myself. I guess you're a good-looking guy, Brett. Put your pictures out there.
Yeah, you gotta understand, Brett. Brett is 54.
54.
You're 54. You're gonna be 55.
Double nickel in another 4 months. Thank you.
And Brett has been a professional BMXer all his life. So, for people that don't know, here's a little heads up. If you want to see someone that has a ripped, excellent body, just look at a BMXer.
BMXs, I think a lot of them are like, the riders are definitely.
They are friggin' ripped.
Yeah.
Most of them. I mean, it's really like, I had no idea until I met Brett.
Yeah, I guess because you're using a lot of different muscles in your body and your
Yeah.
cardio and the muscles.
So,
Gymnastic body.
so even Brett being at 55 has still retained this kind of body.
To the extent I can, 54.
Well, you're going to be 55 soon.
Yeah.
54-ish, 55. So, yeah, he's still, he's still kicking it. And you know what? He got an opportunity from...
Poisonous Punks.
Yes, contacted him
on Instagram
to model some photos. So we had a very interesting weekend. I played photographer for once instead of model. And wow, we got some good stuff.
Yeah, so I guess I'm hoping they asked me if I wanted to send any photos over, and I was like, sure, okay, I'll send some photos over. What the hell? I'll give it a shot. So I sent them over. I'm sending them over. Chrissy took them, so it's going to be the photographer will be the Wild Witch, and it'll be the Atheist will be in the magazine. Hopefully, I guess when they have their debut issue, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
No punk ass. So. So yeah.
And that punk ass is gonna be out there.
Oh goodness gracious you.
Yeah, because whatever you don't see in their magazine or on their Instagram account will definitely be on the Au Naturel Atheist or the Au Naturel Atheist Patreon site.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Miss Blake.
Yes.
So she was like, do something wild. Pursue something that makes you smile. I was like, all right, let's try something different. I'm always thinking hot pictures of her, so turnabout is fair play.
Yeah. It's good for the goose. It's good for the gander. Now, so, and that gander is hanging.
Low hanging gander.
And that'll be out there also.
Oh my god. Fluffing by Blake.
Yes. Oh shit. That's funny.
So you had an interesting week too, Miss Virgo.
Oh my god. Alright, so mine, the Virgo, from last week. The new moon will push you to see errors of your ways, which you may not be eager to accept. If you choose to assert your highest and most honorable values into the world, then you will thrive. The karmic repercussions of not being honest and truthful will come back to haunt you down the road. If you do not, utilize them now. I'm getting nasally because I drank a beer, so my allergies are kicking in.
Well, you got karmic this week.
Oh my god, I totally
your
did.
ass whooped.
Yeah, it's been a hell of a week for me, people. So, as some of you might know, I have I have a reptile room with some, unusual exotics. Not unusual, just, they're not your everyday pet.
Yeah, they're not, it's not like a dog, cat, or even like just one snake or anything. It's fun.
Yeah. So, when we moved into our home 2.5 years ago, our new home, it's a 140-year-old house.
2 years and a month.
Yeah, 2 years and a month. Okay. So we're living in a 140-year-old home that was partially renovated and still needed a lot of work. And in fact, from what we hear, the past couple of people that have owned this home did not take care of it. So we're reaping those repercussions.
Reaping the harvest of it untaken care of.
Yeah, and the bane of my existence lately has been ants, and we now had a mouse issue because not only are we living in a 140-year-old home, behind us is a 140-year-old barn, and
actually older. It's in the 1700s.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's 1780 or something.
Oh, all right. So we're talking 1,700-year-old barn, and a historical home that the barn belongs to, which has sat vacant for a very long time. The barn had a lot of shit in it. Homeless people were using it. There was food wrappers. But anyway, they ripped this barn. They didn't rip it apart yet. They're going to renovate it. So they're cleaning it out, and a lot of what was living in there has been dispersed into the yards that are adjoining it. And that just happens to be one of our homes. Our home is there. So, we're getting a lot of ants, a lot of mice that are running from that property. So I've been dealing with that all week. The problem with the ants is that they will get into places, like in cages, and they will swarm things, and it, makes me very nervous. So I did get an exterminator, and they've been coming in and dealing with the problem. But it's just been a lot of work just beating them back, because they kind of overran our property. But, and we've had a lot of rain, which doesn't help either. So, yeah, getting up at 5 in the morning and finding like a shitload of ants on your kitchen floor and in your living room has not been fun.
Ants. Yes, you got it was a rough week for her, and then she, of course, was a little upset. And then, give me a goddamn hand down here, Riddle. I'm dying. I'm getting swarmed.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I've been fighting this thing for a while.
So she decided that now she must get us exterminator, support the exterminator, and
he's exterminating.
We're exterminating. We're in the process of. This is a big project. It's multi-jurisdictional.
Yeah. So I mean, since they came the first time on Thursday, and they were back again this morning.
Yeah, that's what they're getting paid to do. Their monthly fee is to come here as many times we freaking need them to get these damn ants out of here. So we ain't got to do it all the time.
Yeah. So on a good note, we haven't seen any mice since they've been here.
Yeah, well, we also trapped 20 mice, so we did a trap and release for 2 or 3 months, so we've been doing pretty good there, and then we filled up holes around the house.
Yeah. We had no idea there were so many holes that they were getting in through the foundation.
The 104-year-old home has a lot of holes, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that was my week. My week of fun. So, but the animals are fine. Everybody's good. We still have all our crazy critters running around. But, that leads me to another point. So, in the magazine, we were talking that if you want, people can write in a pet profile of their pets or pet, and just a little bit about yourself and about your pet and what you do together, and just make it fun and interesting, and let us know what you got going on.
The odder and the weirder that you are and the pet are. It just makes it even better. You want people to.
Fun, like a fun photo of them and their pet.
Oh yeah, fun photo, or if you're dressed up, or
and
cool.
Write a little blurb about yourselves, introduce yourselves, let us know about your crazy critter and your crazy life.
Put yourself in there, and you'll have yourself for posterity.
Yeah.
Instead of whipping out your phone, you can whip out a free magazine, which is a lot cooler, man.
Yeah, it's totally cooler. Yep.
The internet's fun. Oh goodness! So our horoscopes were pretty spot on this week with stuff. Do we have horoscopes this week? You didn't print those out?
No, I got them.
Oh,
yeah, I got them.
We always got the Hood Witch. We gotta thank the Hood Witch for doing all the hard work, which is actually figuring out we have the Hood Witch, the hoodwitch.com for all your horoscope needs.
Yes.
And tarot and other stuff.
They do tons. Yeah, she's pretty good. I like her. She's pretty spot on. So, here's your half.
Oh, I got a half. So, I get the first half, or I gotta do the whole thing? Which tips?
Yeah. So, okay.
So I guess we're gonna start with the horoscopes this week.
What's the dates?
The dates this week are. Thank you very much, my lovely lady. These are the horoscopes for the week of 8/19 to 8/25/2020, which will be in the past by the time they hear this.
Oh no!
We're always a few weeks behind because we record this earlier, and then. But people will know. I think the cool thing about this is you need to go back and look at those dates and say, did this happen? Then you'll know if the horoscope's true or not. Because if you tell you the horoscope beforehand, then you're sort of putting it into the universe that this is going to happen.
Yeah, that's true too.
As a reasonable atheist, scientifically, if I tell you that this might happen in your future, then you're probably going to try and make it happen subconsciously. But if I don't tell you anything and you look back and you're like, whoa, somebody wrote this down, it was going to happen 22 days ago, and it freaking happened. Then it's freaky. So So, yes, so I want everybody to look back in time and see if what we were telling you from the future, from the past, from the future, is true. We're going to be talking about this. You're going to be hearing this in early September, but you're actually going to be hearing about your horoscope from August. So by the time you hear about this, you will have already passed through what we're talking about. So you need to look back and see if we were able to correctly forecast your future. Right? Because they're not going to hear this until after the fact.
So we're fortune tellers. Well, the Hood Witches.
Yeah, the Hood Witch is the fortune teller.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is the Witch Tips from the Hood Witch. This week is a mixed bag of energy, which will make us all feel emotionally erratic. Oh boy.
My God, it's already true already.
Yes, it actually is, because we're yep. The Leo Sun connects with the nodes of destiny.
Nodes?
I almost said the nads of destiny, but that was last night. On August 19th, allowing us to make fated connections and decisions. A few days later, on the 22nd, which is tonight, the Sun enters Virgo. Have you been cheating on me?
With the sun?
Yes.
Don't tell anybody.
Allowing us to put our new plans in motion. Mars, who's in Aries, and Saturn, who's retrograde in Capricorn. And let me tell you, it's a little painful without lubrication. Square off on August 24th. We'll want to rebel and push back against authority on the 24th, leading us to let go of all the excess baggage that's been holding us back with the incentive of bringing in new visions under the first quarter moon in Scorpio on August 25th. Mercury, who's also in Virgo. What the hell's going on here?
I'm double doing.
Oh, well, as long as you're
dipping.
videotaping it so I can watch later for my own pleasure. Connects with Uranus. Oh boy, we know you don't go there. Who's retrograde in Taurus on the 25th, which will open our eyes to matters. Venus, who's in Cancer, and Jupiter, who's retrograde in Capricorn, ouch, oppose each other on August 25th. Emotions take on a bigger and grander stance, heightening our sentiments. So take that as you will, as oddly as I said. Aries. Hello, Aries. Winning isn't everything, but it's certainly very important to you. The lesson that you need to learn this week is that you can't win every argument that you participate in. It's important for you to find a middle ground with others and make up swiftly this week, before the quarrel becomes more intense. Find a place to compromise with others and apologize for your part. Taurus. It's time to discuss your dreams on a deeper level, as you are wanting to make your visions a reality this week. Talk about what you want to achieve. With a little effort, you will find that you can manifest your goals in no time. Be open to the advice your friends and peers are offering. It can help your problems solve down the road. Gemini. Speaking your mind comes with a price. It's not that people are trying to silence you, but they are unwilling to take your commentary in without expressing their opposing views on the matter. Finding a non-judgmental space to talk with those you care about will allow you to be heard and be seen by others. You'll be able to improve your relationships as a result. Cancer. You're working through unresolved issues this week, which will bring repressed sentiments to the forefront of your mind and the heart. In order to release yourself of these feelings, you'll need to focus on the positive and present. Let go of judgment, especially the feelings and criticisms you have regarding yourself. Remember that you are doing the best you can. Give yourself a big hug. Leo. You always have a lot on your plate, which is why you are constantly overwhelmed, a sentiment which is more precedent these days than ever. In order to let go of frustrations and annoyances, you need to find balance within yourself. This means knowing when it's time to disconnect from social media in the evening and rest. It'll enable you to find your calm spots. Christine, or as we like to call her, the Wild Witch, the Witch, also known as Virgo.
Yay!
There comes a time when you need to detach from the emotions of a situation and offer your concise thoughts to the matter at hand. I think I was saying that exact thing to you a couple of days ago. Using your analytical mind to look at things through a sensible lens, you will help you see situations clearly and factually. It will also allow you to make decisions that are just and fair rather than passion-based and drama-free. Use your analytical abilities, which she definitely has massive analytical abilities. That's why half the horoscopes this week.
All right, Libra! The load you carry is heavy, which is why it's time to drop a lot of the emotions weighing on your shoulders. It may be hard to let go of a lot of these feelings as you've gotten used to the energetic heaviness you've been holding within. Sex magic is a great way to release these stresses and will make you feel powerful and well. Scorpio. Pointing fingers is easy, but it still doesn't absolve you of your part in a complicated situation. Unfortunately, the proof is in the pudding. If you are able to prove your actions in a just manner by showing the receipts and proof, then you have nothing to argue over. If not, then you are at fault as well, which means it's time to take accountability. Sagittarius. Once again, you are wanting to set boundaries with those in your inner circle. However, you are finding that they aren't taking your requests seriously because you often insist and require limits to be implemented with others, but never follow through. Be clear with your friends, and be clear with your needs, and follow through with them. This means you have to respect their boundaries too.
Respect boundaries, please.
Actions speak louder than words, Sagittarius. Alright, Brittle. Brittle, otherwise known as Capricorn.
The goat goes a-climbing.
Yep. It's important to get honest with yourself about what you want. Instead of waiting for people to offer them to you, it's necessary that you have these standards in place at all times. This will allow you to speak and act from a place of truth, a sentiment that's important to you, without discrediting your emotions, which ensures you are acting from an honest place. Aquarius. Take a realistic and balanced approach towards self-care this week. Stop stressing and worrying over things you cannot control and allow your mind to be at ease. Take a healing crystal bath with amethyst and rose quartz to decompress your mind and heart. This will allow you to be at ease and peace, which is what your body, mind, and heart needs at the moment. Pisces. You're feeling a little wishy-washy, Charlie Brown, and lost in your emotions this week, more so than ever before. Take a step back from your feels and try to assess them logically. You'll find that this helps you see situations from a distance, thus allowing you to not take things so personally. As a result, you'll become stronger and feel more in control of your emotions.
My emotions.
And that is the horoscopes, people.
The horoscopes are pretty spot on for me and you. Bravo to the Hood Witch for making my life.
Oh my goodness.
There you go.
Yep. Cheers. Yard's Pale Ale. I highly recommend it.
I don't drink, so I drink Virgil's root beer. You're welcome, people.
Yes, Brett has never had an ounce of alcohol or drugs.
No alcohol, no drugs.
He's one of those people.
Don't drink, don't smoke. What do you do?
Take butt photos.
There's things that I do like to do that make Chrissy very happy.
So, all right. So
we got this week. Is it time for Chrissy's Crispy Chronicles?
Yeah, it's a creepy chronicle thing. I'm still reading through The Haunted Highway, The Spirits of Route 66 by Ellen Robson and Diane Freeman. So,
Diane.
This is a fun book. I really like it because it goes through all the little fun stops that you can go to. And like I said last week, you're able to actually visit all these places that are in this book. You either buy tickets, take reservation, or a lot of places are little stores that you could get coffee at, all sorts of things. So anyway, the one I'm going to read about this week is Payne Gentry House in Bridgeton, Missouri. So the Payne Gentry House is a Victorian cottage built in 1870 and owned by only one family. Yet it has been said that this house is occupied by 23 separate entities. Where'd they come from? Aldridge Payne was a merchant who owned stores in both St. Louis and Memphis. This house was the Payne family's summer home. When Aldridge Payne died in 1874, Mary Elizabeth chose to make this her permanent home with her 5-year-old daughter, Mary Lee, while her son went off to college and medical school. Upon the son's return, he opened his office in the house and practiced medicine there for 17 years. Anne Thiel a member of the Bridgeton Historical Society, believes this may be the source of some of the spirits. This seems to be a logical conclusion considering the calm history of the house and the fact that in those days doctors lost about as many patients as they saved. Sad but true. During evening tours of the house, it's not unusual to see members of the group looking around for a dog. Apparently, there is a canine spirit who lingers near a tree in the yard. People feel him brush their legs, but when they bend down to pet him, they find nothing but air. Other strange things happen here. Doors open and close by themselves, and people have reported seeing apparitions. The most common sightings is of a woman in a white tea dress. She is believed to be Mary Lee, who died while giving birth to her second child, a daughter who also passed away. Aunt Thiel has never seen Mary Lee herself, but a tour guide once told her of his sighting. He was sitting on the back porch when he saw a woman in a white dress walk up to the front door. Assuming he had a visitor, he got up and entered the house from the back. When he got to the door, the woman was nowhere to be seen. The address for the Payne Gentry House is 44211 Free Road, Bridgeton, Missouri, 63044. The phone number happens to be 314-739-5599, or schedule tours of this and other St. Louis haunted houses by contacting BKS Management at 314-940-1599.
99.
Yeah, so that's my pick for the week.
A lot of stuff going on in that house. Yeah, back in the day, man, it wasn't if you were a doctors and
man,
it was a dentists and barbers and doctors. Really, it was you didn't have to have a license to be a doctor.
No.
But nowadays it's like whatever. You know.
Yeah, with bloodletting and leeches. Although they use leeches a lot still nowadays.
Yeah, leeches have
works.
Purpose and things, but it's not like his leg is falling off. Well, leeches. No, wait, whoa! Where are you getting leeches from, man?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What?
I just happened to open up the page, and it's New Mexico, and I told you about New Mexico because I've been to New Mexico.
You going to Albuquerque?
I took a wrong turn there one time.
You went to? Oh no.
I was at Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, well, he took a wrong turn there too.
In the late '80s, I toured for 2 years as a freestyle BMXer, and we did 2 cross-country tours, and we came back one time through Mexico from, I think it was Gallup, New Mexico, and
do they gallop there a lot?
they weren't galloping that much, but it was hot in New Mexico, and I will tell you, man, like all that Area 51 stuff and all that stuff about aliens, like that. New Mexico is definitely a place like, yep, there ain't nothing out there, man. Ain't a damn thing out there. We pulled into we had to pull off the road to get gas. Pulled up off this road, drove for probably like 5 miles, nothing on the road. Finally, because the sign said gas, this exit, way off this exit. I pull in this gas station, and it was like these clouds started coming over, and I'm like, is this it? It's like I'm gonna finally see the aliens. Are they coming to get me? And we start filling the tank up, and I look over, and there's this little kid standing there, and the kid has a T-shirt on that says, "Take me, I'm yours."
Oh no!
Yeah. So I was like, all right, I'm looking at the clouds, I'm looking at this kid, and I'm looking at this gas station, and it was just like out of the worst science fiction movie. I was like, guys, let's get this thing filled up and get the fuck out of here. And New Mexico is definitely a place where weird stuff's got to be going on. So it's apropos that I opened up this book to the Church Street Cafe in Albuquerque, Bugs Bunny, New Mexico. So let's check it out. Nestled in the heart of Old Town Albuquerque's historic Pueblo-style buildings, in the shadow of San Felipe de Neri Catholic Church, lies the Church Street Cafe. Built in 1709, it was the home of the Ruiz family for generations, although it is now owned by Marie Coleman, who transformed the broken building into the cafe. It is still home to the late Sarah Ruiz, a longtime doña of the 18-room hacienda. Sarah was an unconventional woman for her time. She was known as a curandera, a type of healer who dabbled in herbs. While she never married, she did have children. Oh my, very naughty for the 18th century. One of whom, Rafina, was the last resident of the Ruiz family home. After her death, the family sold the house to Marie. Marie's first experience with Sarah was during construction. The house required a great deal of work, so Marie interviewed contractors. While she was taking a one through the house, she could hear a woman's voice shouting at her. The voice was insistent and urgent. "Get him out of here now."
Oh my God.
Marie could feel the anger all around her as they moved from room to room, and she rushed the contractor through with barely a chance to look around. Once outside, everything became calm. Marie had no idea who had been shouting at her, but she knew this man could not work on the house. She later learned that he was the grandson of a man Sarah had been involved with long ago. That's what you get for screwing around. Marie finally convinced a friend, Charlie, to handle the work. She never mentioned the woman's voice she'd heard until the new contractor finally told her she'd have to do something about that woman. "Tell her to stop kicking the buckets around," he told her. "Just make her stop." Marie couldn't believe it, but Charlie was well aware of Sarah. She asked just how she was supposed to stop her. He replied, "Talk to her." Marie did, and the spirit stopped kicking the buckets. So the spirit kicked the bucket, and then she was pissed that she kicked the bucket, so she started kicking damn buckets. That was the beginning of their relationship. Marie believes the spirit is Sarah Ruiz, and Marie gives her the room and respect the Doña deserves. She greets her every morning and bids her goodbye every night. Now and then, when Sarah wants her attention, she tosses small pebbles at Marie. A waiter told Marie he saw the spirit of Sarah in a long black dress. She was a tall, cool woman in a long black dress, and customers have said they felt the presence. When Marie's brother Jim came in to help her, he would have none of this ghost nonsense. On the first night, he locked up alone. He couldn't find his keys. The door was already locked, but he needed the keys. The door was already locked, but he needed the keys to get out. He knew where he put them, but they weren't there. As he began an all-out search, he heard a voice laughing. "All right, Sarah," he said, "leave me alone." He found the keys in his pocket. Sounds like you. When he got to the door, it was unlocked. He quickly became a believer. If you'd like to visit the Church Street Cafe and have
That sounds like fun.
and have Sarah scared a little snot out of you, go to 2111 Church Street, Northwest, Albuquerque, New Mexico, 87104. Put it into Google Maps or Apple Maps. Their phone number is 505-247-8522. They are open 8 to 4 p.m. daily. I'm seeing some interiors of the church. It really looks cool. It's pretty neat. So
Yeah, that sounds like a fun one. I would go there.
yeah, New Mexico is a weird state, man. Like, it's a long drive in between places. Like, it's not a joke. Get your kicks
On Route 66.
So what else you got for me this week there, Wild?
Oh my God, that's really, honestly, that's it for me.
That's all you have this week.
Yeah, it's been a rough week.
It's been a rough week.
You saw how I woke up every morning. It was a friggin' disaster here.
It was not good.
It was not
fun.
No, this week was bad. A
lot of fun. I want to talk about, I guess, two things this time. It'll be near the end of this episode. It'll be a shortened episode. We're at 30 minutes right now, so we're gonna have a little. We might open up here though.
Yeah, who knows? It could go anywhere.
I want to say that Chrissy, the Wild Witch, was actually in a very well-known witch comic book called Tarot, Witch of the Black Rose.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So I think that's something I think we should just at least mention out there. The people at Broadsword Comics are always looking for sword maidens. Is that what they call it? Sword maiden.
I don't know.
Or shield maiden.
No.
No, it's definitely sword maiden. They have one in every issue of their comic book in the back.
Yeah, it was a centerfold.
Yeah, you were in there with your sword and everything, and I thought that was really cool. Is that the witch was in the Witch magazine, and so you should be reading Tarot, Witch of the Black Rose, if you're into all this stuff, because it's wild and it's cool. And as a guy, I can also endorse it. Jim Ballantyne's artwork, and Hollywood Lightly is awesome.
Wait, it's up here.
You have it up there.
Oh, it's a Broadsword Girl.
Broadsword Girl.
Oh my goodness.
Broadsword Comics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Broadsword Girls.
Yes. Yeah. You have a T-shirt and everything there. Tank top.
That was really nice of her. It was wonderful.
Yeah, it was really cool. That was a cool thing. So I want to bring that up so people know that the witch, we call her the witch because...
Well, there's a lot of reasons. There's a lot of reasons. I am a witch. That's how I live my life. It's a lifestyle.
Alright, so this week I'm going to give I don't have the atheist irritation this week. I'm not irritated over anything at the moment.
That's amazing after you saw what this poor man went through this week.
Yeah. I do have something else though. I wanted I don't know how to say it though. I had a word for it before when we were coming up with the atheist something. It was the atheist the atheist anachronism, the atheists.
Oh my god.
Oh, I come with good things and I have to write them down because I forget
I know.
I know what it was. The atheist's observation.
Ah!
Atheist observation. So
there you go.
So I do a lot of stuff with IT and computers and whatnot. I'm not a code programmer or anything, but I do know how my mind works. A lot of code programmers, a lot of people work in IT. They're always trying to shorten code or shorten ways to do things. Like people might be familiar with the term zip file, like where you take a bunch of files and you zip them into one file and you send that one file out. So you have like 50 files, that was 50 megabytes. And then you zip them up into one file, and then suddenly that 50 megabyte file is 10 megabytes, and it's one file. Less stuff to carry around. And let's say you buy a gallon of water, or you buy a whole bunch of little jugs of water. You buy a gallon of water. As human beings, we always try ways to make things easier on ourselves. Right. So the atheist observation this week. How did we get to this whole "there's only one God" thing? And back in the day, we had multiple gods for everything, from stubbing your toe to lightning to.
And I found a stubbing toe god this week.
Yes, kicked you in the ass. So here's my observation: since humans are lazy, we don't really want to do things. We want to be able to eat, have sex, sleep. And that's really, everything else is an annoyance that we have to get done in order to keep surviving. I believe that it had to be completely and totally frustrating to constantly remember all these different gods you have to pray to for all these different things to make sure. Chrissy knows where I'm going with this. For all these different things, and finally somebody sat down and goes, "This is complete bullshit. Like, I'm tired of praying to all these different gods. I'm coming up with one God. It's one God for everything. Everybody gets one God. Everything falls under one God. Everything's his freaking problem. It's all one God. So that way, instead of praying to this one this week, that one this time of the week, this one this time of the day, this one this time of the month, you pray to this one all the time, and all your problems will be solved. And those of you who can see the video right now are seeing my heavy air quotes. So I believe that the one God theory, the Yahweh theory at the moment, was that humans are lazy, right? It was hard to remember many gods, and who we pray to for what. So the solution is one God for all things. God shortcut, right? There you go. Less code, less mistakes. Boom. That's my atheist observation. Humans are lazy. They don't want to worship a lot of gods. Went to one, and we've been on the one God. They've been on the one God kick forever. We're lazy bastards.
Oh my god.
Right? That's something. So to all you lazy one God worshippers, Freya, Odin, Zeus, Thor are friggin' pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And lazy humans, you shall not dine in Valhalla with us.
Oh my god. That is brilliant. But you know what? You got a point.
It's no more insane than believing that some God somewhere gave you a sign to run for political office. There are people out there who can say, God gave me a sign to run for political office. Or there can be a guy with a funny hat on like I have on right now.
Let's just stop fucking around. That was our mayor.
Our current mayor, yeah.
Yeah, our current mayor said that.
Yeah, he's like, this guy got a sign from God.
Yeah.
And other people who ever got signs from God, goddamn Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
They got signs from God. And they got their shit done.
Mm-hmm.
For the penguin. To the penguin. So that's my observation this week. I hope you all enjoyed that as atheists and witches.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I like that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're all very, very, very Very welcome.
Yeah. I'm sorry we're all like fuddy-duddy tonight. I mean, we were, not only were we dealing with the situation in the house, we were gifted a little bit of property from our neighbor who allowed us to fence in part of his property so we could use for ourselves. And but it was a lot of work cleaning it up. Like there was a lot of ivy, sticker bushes. Fucking sticker bushes suck.
There were stickers from the vines to make wine because John wanted to make wine, and they were the vine wine.
From sticker bushes?
Well, no, the sticker bushes. The stickers were part of the vines. To protect the.
Not from the grapevine.
Yeah, from the grapevine. That's what the grapevine goes all through there. It's that big thing that we have.
Yeah, that's a grapevine. That thing's huge. But anyway, so we were, we've been busting our butt clearing this piece of land, and it is no joke. Like, there's just, if anybody's ever cleared ivy, you know what I'm talking about. It is not fun. So we've been doing that, and plus Brett was building a small retaining wall for the area, which didn't go so well.
I didn't get my drill died. My probably 35-year-old drill easily died on me, and I didn't get the whole drill, but I got it all laid out, so I just have to drill.
Yeah.
I'd be a new drill.
So that kind of kicked our butts on top of a miserable week.
So we're a little tired tonight, but we're doing the podcast so we can remind everybody that we're here, we're making stuff, we're making things happen.
Yep.
But I guess we can start to wrap it up here. So we'll do all of our shout outs, tell everybody where we're at, and do our usual begging for content. So I guess I'll start with the social media for us, so people know where to find the Atheist and the Witch.
Mm-hmm.
We are on social media at Twitter, Atheist and Witch, Instagram, The Atheist and the Witch, Facebook, The Atheist and the Witch. I'm also putting up the occasional YouTube video with some of our crazy little adventures and previews of podcasts behind the scenes and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's at youtube.theatheistandthewitch.com. We have a Patreon site if you want to get. You were actually going to do some stuff here. The Patreon site is patreon.com/theatheistandthewitch. We have different levels of support for all of our works, but we're doing a very cheap one for like $2. Where it's a card pull. What was the thing you were talking about?
Oh yeah, I would do a card pull for you.
Card pull, and you're gonna do a little forecast there. And then we have stickers for sale on there, and different levels if you want to support our podcast. You're having fun. We're begging for money. We also have 2 stores. We have if you want to support us, and you can head over to our Zazzle stores. We have shirts, mugs, hats, stuff that have our cool sayings that we come up with on them. It's located at store.theatheistandthewitch.com, and Chrissy's The Witch's artwork is at her store, which is thewitchstore.theatheistandthewitch.com, and all of her pen and ink artwork is on there.
Mm-hmm.
We also have she's also the Wild Witch on Instagram, which is Wild Witch Lady. I'm pretty sure it's the Wild Witch Lady. I have to double check that. But she's on Patreon at patreon.com/the Wild Witch. Yes, it is Wild Witch Lady on Instagram. And there's all kinds of behind the scenes videos of her on there, and other photo shoot stuff.
Yeah,
and
stuff we've done before.
Artwork.
Yep.
Artwork that you're doing now.
Yeah.
We're gonna have that out there. Whoop. And we are, of course, working on the magazine, which I'll be putting some videos out showing me actually doing stuff in the next week or so with the magazine. And we're looking for gothic, witchy, steampunk, alternative, fairy, mermaid, pagan, vampire, post-apocalyptic, cyberpunk, anything you can throw at us like that. So right now we're looking for submissions for art that fall under those kind of categories. Writing, fiction, and nonfiction. We'd love to see writings about belief systems. So why you don't have a belief system, how to make better belief systems. Basically anything about belief systems is interesting to us. Photography, all that kind of photography that we mentioned above, pinup and stuff. Advertising, we're not afraid to accept money. We're not. We put it back into all the endeavors we are up to. If you don't think like the mainstream society tells you to, then we want to hear from you. We're weirdos. Yes.
Yay!
You have anything to add there? Do you have anything that you want to talk about?
Oh my goodness.
Anything that you want to throw out there?
We appreciate everybody listening to our show. And we can't wait to see everything that people submit. We've gotten wonderful, beautiful, really creative photos so far. It's been really fun looking at them, and we can't wait to put them in the magazine. Would love to have a lot more literature, artwork.
Yes.
So we would really appreciate those being sent in to us. Pet profiles. Let us know about your funky pets and your funky lifestyles and how you guys get along and what you do together. Send a cute photo of yourselves and introduce yourselves. And what else? Definitely artwork, unusual writings, erotic writings. We will take...
well, as long as it's in the genre. It must be in the genre.
Yeah, yep. So...
Yeah, we're cool with all that.
Yeah, we're good with that. So that's pretty much all I got to say for tonight.
All right, so I guess we should do our sign-offs. Before Chrissy just passes out on me.
I'm sorry, you have no idea what I've gone through. Even today was horrendous.
And watch the New Legends of Monkey, a couple episodes.
Oh my god, New Legends of Monkey. Check Monkey out. Monkey is so funny.
Monkey is the bomb.
He is the bomb, is right. So, what is that on?
That's Netflix.
That's Netflix?
Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna... you got something to sign off with? Do you have a sign-off thing?
Oh my goodness.
You can go light and easy off the top of your head. You got something brewing there.
I got a few things rolling around. I was trying to pick out which one I wanted, but I'm not...
You're not sure yet, or...?
I'm trying to think which one. Alright, so how about we do this? How about I do a protection spell?
Hit it.
I call a light of golden rays. We seek protection, thus we pray. Of heavenly forces by our side. Angels, sages, spirit guides, and wolves that walk with cunning skill, come to our aid, come at my will, and blackbirds soaring to light our path, so we are victims to no one's wrath. And when our journey no success, to all that aid us, goddess bless.
The goddess bless us. I like that. I'm just going to go with my favorite Buckaroo Banzai quote this week. No matter where you go, here the hell you are. So I'm going to go ahead and add in.
That's deep.
Yeah.
It really is deep when you
make
think
the
about it.
best of where you are, because that's what you got right now.
Yep.
So, I guess we're going to sign off with our little saying here for the whole shebang that we're trying to get out there into the world. They call us weird, they call us odd, they don't get it. We don't care. Where reason meets magic, we are the atheist
and the witch. Good night.
Good night. Goodness.
So how about we do this? How about we
I want to hear this.
a protection spell?
Hit it.
I call the light of golden rays, we seek protection, thus we pray. Of heavenly forces by our side, angels, sages, spirit guides, and wolves that walk with cunning skill, come to our aid, come at my will, and blackbirds soaring to light our path, so we are victims to no one's wrath. And when our journey no success, to all that aid us, goddess bless.
The goddess. Bless. I like that. You just come up with that, or you I'm just gonna go with my favorite.
That's one of the ones I've always used for
no matter where you
years.
go, memorized. Here the hell
I
you
have
are.
a lot of them memorized.
So I'm just gonna add in.
That's deep.
Yeah. Yeah,
It really is deep.
and make the best of where you are because that's what you got right now. So, I guess we're gonna sign off with our little saying here for the whole shebang that we're trying to get out there into the world. They call us weird, they call us odd, they don't get it. We don't care. Where reason meets magic, we are the atheist
And
and the witch.
Good night.
Good night. And when I talked over top here, I didn't think that you were gonna say the witch. We're gonna do that from now on. From now on, we will possibly that's gonna be the last thing I'll say. And I'll say we are the atheist, and we'll say
Yeah, it's fine.
we're good. We're good.
I'm just fucking dying.
I gotta save this file. Save as.
I'm just so shot out all of a sudden. I can't get over it. What are you doing, my little three-legged bean? Hi.
Episode 7.
Look at there's all these driblets on the floor. Where are they coming from? What party are they coming out of?
822.
Oh my goodness.
And it's in the can. It's in the can.
Alright, we'll do another one.
You knocked out another one. Thank you.
I can't stop yawning, Brittle.